Everyone, it's Tammy with Crafty Southerner. Today I'm going to show you how to make this super cute diaper cover. I love to give these out as baby shower gifts. They're a big hit with the moms. The one that we're making today has an adjustable waistband. You can pull the button in and out, and it will fit babies 0 to 3 months. I've also made this matching headband to go along with it. I'll post the link for the headband in the description down below and also at the end of the video. So grab your hook and let's get started. For this diaper cover, the supplies you're going to need are 2 skeins of yarn. You need 1 skein for your base and then another for your ruffles. I love this pink color from Hobby Lobby. It's their I Love This Yarn brand, and it is in tropical pink. Also, you're going to need your crochet hook. I'm using a size G. I'm doing my diaper cover for newborns to 3 months, but if you wanted to go up a size to make it a little bigger, you can always do that. I'm also going to be using scissors and my favorite bent tip yarning needle. Now, if you want to sew a plastic button on to the diaper cover, you can do that. But at the end of the video, I'm going to show you a really neat way to make this button out of yarn. I love it. It fits perfectly in this, and it also matches the ruffles. So, oh, and before we get started, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification button so you won't miss any of my new videos. It would seriously mean a lot to me. Okay, let's get going. Okay, to get started, the first thing you're going to need to do is make a slip knot. And you can do this just any way you feel comfortable. Okay, with our main color, which is going to be our white, we are going to chain 55. So let's get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So you go on ahead and do your chain of 55 and I'll meet you back at the end. Okay, so here we are. We have our 55 chains. Now we are going to single crochet in the second chain from the hook. Don't forget, this one never counts as a chain. So we're going to go 1, 2, and right here we're going to single crochet, go in, grab the yarn, come out, grab the yarn and come through. And then we are going to single crochet all the way down this chain to the end. So go on ahead and work on your single crochets and I will meet you back at the end of the chain. Okay, so here we are at the end of our chain. We'll do our last single crochet right here. And by the time you're done, you should have 54 single crochet. So at this point, let's tighten this bottom up a little bit. We are going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and we're going to turn our work. Now from this point, we are going to do triple crochet. In order to do a triple crochet, you wrap the yarn around your hook twice. Then you're going to go into that next stitch, pull up a loop and come out. You're going to have 4 loops on your hook. Yarn over and pull through 2, yarn over and pull through 2, and yarn over and pull through 2. And that is a treble crochet or triple crochet. So let's do that again. Wrap around twice, go into the next stitch, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, oops, pull through 2, and yarn over and pull through 2. Okay, one more time. We're going to wrap around twice, go into that stitch and pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over and pull through 2. Okay, so I want you to continue making triple crochet all the way down the row, and again, when you're done, I will meet you at the end of the row. All right, so we are coming up on the end of our triple crochet row, which is row 2. Let's get that through there. And we're going to put our final triple crochet right there in the end. Okay, so that completes row 2. At the end of row 2, you should have 54 triple crochet. Now for row 3, we are going to chain 1 and turn, and we are going to do a single crochet in each stitch. So we're just going to, just in every stitch on top of every triple crochet, we are going to do a single crochet. And I'm not going to make you watch me do this all the way to the end of the row. So again, just finish off doing your your single crochet all the way down, and I will meet you at the end of this row. All right, we are nearing the end of row 3, and we're going to put our last our last single crochet in this very last stitch on the top of this triple crochet right here. Okay, so that is the end of row 3. Now at this point, you're going to go on ahead and cut your yarn. And we will pull through there. Now, we are going to start this part. Let me undo this for you so you can see exactly what we're doing. So what we just finished was, let me bring you up a little bit. There we go. Okay, so what we just finished was the waistband of it. Now we're actually going to start working on the diaper part, where it starts to curve in. Okay, let's move that aside. To begin row 4, we are going to count over 16 stitches, and we are going to insert our hook into that 16th stitch. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, oops, go back, 16. Okay, right here. We're going to join our yarn right here, and we are going to chain 2. 1, 2. Now this is going to count as our first double crochet. We are going to do a double crochet in the next 24 stitches. So that's 1, oops, 2, uh-oh, okay, 3, 4, 5, 22, 23, and 24. Chain 1 and turn, And now we're going to do 24 single crochets. So we've got our chain 1, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 21, 22, 23, and then we are going to put our last one in that top turning chain, just right there, 24. Okay, so that's row 5. For row 6, 7, 8, and 9, you're going to do the same thing. You're going to chain 3, do a row of double crochet, chain 1, do a row of single crochet, chain 3, double crochet, chain 1, single crochet. So just continue with this. Your next row is going to be the double crochet, and I will meet you back here for row 10. Okay, so we just finished up row 9. Now for row 10, we're going to begin to decrease. So we are going to chain 2, because this is a double crochet row, and turn. Now to do our decrease, we are going to do a regular double crochet in this next stitch, and then we're going to do our decrease across these 2 stitches here. So let's go in like you're doing a regular double crochet, yarn over, pull through 2, and stop. And you're going to grab the yarn, go into the next one, pull up a loop, go through 2, and stop. Now you're going to yarn over and go through all 3, and that is how you do a double crochet decrease. So we're going to continue with our double crochets all the way down the row. My yarn is sneaking into the shot. All right. I'm going to keep on going. Now when you get to these last 3 stitches on this row, we're going to do another double crochet decrease across those. So we'll just keep on going. Keep going. We're going to keep going until we have 3 stitches left. Now we're going to go into there, so let's do one more. So now across these 2, we're going to do our decrease. So we're going to pull up, go through 2, and stop. Pull up again, go through the next one, pull up, go through 2, and stop. Yarn over and go through all 3. And then we're going to make our last double crochet in that last stitch right there. Okay, for the next row, we're going to do a single crochet decrease. So we're going to chain 1 and turn. We're going to go ahead and put our next single crochet in, and then we're going to decrease over this row. And then do single crochets all the way down. Okay, let's find, this is going to be where we're going to put our last single crochet. So we are going to do a decrease over these 2. Now what I do is I go in and pull up a loop, then I just go straight into that next stitch, pull up a loop. You've got 3 loops on your hook. You pull through all 3 of those loops. And then we are going to do our last single crochet right there. Okay, so our next row is going to be the same thing. We're going to chain 2, and we're going to do our double crochet decrease. So we are going to go into here, do our regular double crochet. Excuse me. We're going to go in and pull up a loop and stop, pull through 2, stop, yarn over, go into the next one, pull up another loop, pull through 2 and stop, and then pull through all 3. And again, we are going to double crochet down the row until we get to the end, to those last 3 stitches, and then we're going to do another decrease. Okay, so we're going to decrease over these 2. Oops, almost out of frame. We're going to decrease over these 2, and then we're going to work our last double crochet in that chain, or in that last stitch. Oh, Tammy. Okay, we're going to go into the next one, and then pull through all 3, and then right here in this very end, we're just going to work our hook in there and do our last double crochet. All right, that is row 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Okay, for row 13, same thing. We are going to chain 1 and single crochet. Go ahead and do our single crochet right there, and then we're going to do our decrease. Go in, grab the yarn, go straight into the next one, grab the yarn, pull through all 3, and then we're just going to keep going down the row. And because you're taking a stitch away from the count on each end, the rows are going to get shorter and they are going to work up much faster. So after we get to this point, it's just in no time you're done. Keep going. Do one more. Now over these 2 stitches, we are going to do our decrease. So we're going to pull up loop, go straight into the next one, pull up loop, come through all 3. And we do our last single crochet there. Okay, chain 2 and turn. And again, we're going to do another decrease row. We're wanting to pull everything in so that for the legs. Okay, so we're going to go in here, pull up a loop, pull through 2, yarn over, go in the next one, pull up a loop, pull through 2, and pull through all 3. And then double crochet down the row. Until we have 3 stitches left. Okay, we'll do one more. And then we are going to do our decrease right here. Pull through all 3, and then do our final double crochet right there. Okay, so we are on row 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. We are on row 15. Now starting with row 15 all the way through row 21, you're not going to do any decreases. It's going to be just a simple single crochet row, chain 2, double crochet, single crochet row, chain 2, double crochet row, chain 1, single crochet row, and on and on. You're going to do this until you get to row 21. You're going to finish row 21 with a single crochet in each stitch, and then I will meet you back here for row 22. We are just finishing up row 21. Now for row 22, we're going to do an increase. So you're going to chain 2, 1, 2, and in order to keep it kind of consistent with what we've been doing, we're going to go on ahead and do our first double crochet. Well, actually our second double crochet, because our chain 3 is our first. And then we're going to increase right here. So to increase, you're going to go in, do a regular double crochet, and then you're going to go back in that same stitch and do another double crochet. And that is going to increase your stitch count from 14 to 15. Now we are going to work a double crochet all the way down. We're not going to do another increase on the end like we did in the previous rows with the decrease. We're just going to do our regular double crochet all the way to the end. Okay. All right, almost there. Last 2 stitches. Okay, now on row 23, we're going to chain 1 and turn. And again, we're going to do another increase. This time it will be a single crochet increase, and it's only going to be on one side. So we're just going to go ahead and do our regular single crochet, and then we're going to increase in this stitch. There's 1, go back in that same stitch. Tammy. Okay, there's 1. Go back in that same stitch and do a single crochet, not a double, and then single crochet all the way down. And again, this is going to add another stitch to your count, so your total count for single crochet should be 16 at this point, I think. There, catch that last one there, and in that chain. Okay, we're going to chain 2 and turn. And now for row, let's see, what row is this? 2, let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 23. So we are on row 24. For row 24, we're just going to do 1 double crochet in each stitch across. And we are going to do, for row 25, we're going to do 1 single crochet in each stitch across. And row 26, we're going to do 1 double crochet in each stitch across. And then you will be done. So let's go on ahead and do that. We're going to do a double crochet all the way across. Okay, last stitch of the building the diaper cover. Okay, there we go. So let's pull you back some. You can see my messy desk here. And this is what we have. You should have your waistband up here. It has a really nice, where it comes in, that's because we did a regular stitch and then we did our decreases. So it's got a really nice edge on it. Now, I am going to show you how to do edging. Just because if you were doing this, say for a little boy, and you wanted to do a baseball theme, you could change the color of your yarn here and do the edging in a different color. Or even with this one, if you wanted to, you could do the edging around it in the pink. To me, it just seems like that's a bit much, so we're not going to do that. But I'm just going to do the edging in this white. Let me pull you back a little bit. There we go. Okay. So at this point, if you're happy with the way it looks, you can go on ahead and just cut your yarn and weave in your ends. Let's do the edging though. All right, in this corner, we are going to do, we're going to go back into, let's chain 1. That's going to be our first single crochet. We're going to go back into that stitch and do 2 more single crochets. Oops. Getting it started is always a little bit finicky. There's 1 and 2. So on the corner, you have 3 single crochets. 1 that goes up this way, 1 that helps make the turn, and 1 that starts the new row. Now you can go around and put your single crochets any way that you want to through here, but I'm going to show you how I do it, and it turns out really nice every time. All right, this is your chain 2 from your double crochet. We're just going to go into that chain anywhere you want, no specific chain on it, and do a single crochet. And now if you look right here beside it, there's a hole. I don't know if you can see it, but there's a little hole right there. We're going to go into that hole and do a single crochet. And then right beside that, there's another hole. We're going to go in there and do our single crochet. Now if you want to, you can just go under this and do a single crochet, but do you see how it kind of pulls that up a little bit? I don't like that. I like to just go into that chain because it just keeps everything, you know, kind of uniform. Okay, there's our first little hole. There's our second little hole. Sometimes you have to pull it out. And there's our chain. Go into the chain. So that is what you're going to do all the way down. First hole. Second little hole right there. And then chain. So continue to do this all the way down until you get to this corner where the base of the diaper cover meets the waistband. And I'll meet you right here to show you how to make that corner. Okay, we are coming up to that corner right there. Let's work into that chain. Okay, right here in this hole here, you're going to do 2 single crochet. That's going to give it a nice little rounded edge. And then in the waistband, the actual part of the waistband, you have all of your stitches that are super easy to see. So we're just going to pop 1 single crochet in each one of these stitches till we get to the end. And then I'll show you how to do that next corner. Okay, we're right here at this corner. In this last stitch here, we're going to do 3 single crochet. That's 1 for going this way, 1 for in the corner, and 1 for starting the new row. So let's go do 3 right there. 1, 2, and go ahead and turn it, 3. And if you want to at this point, you can yarn over, you can start stitching over your tails. I don't really like to do that. I like to go back and make sure mine are good and secure in there. Okay, so here we're going to do 1 here, and in this chain we're going to do 2 single crochet. 1 there, and then 1 down a little bit. And then we're going to go into here. Tighten tighten that up. And then we're going to go ahead and work right into this space right here where your knot was. And that's where we're going to do our 3 single crochet, because this is an outside corner. We're going to turn. Oops, hit the camera. Okay, and then from here you've got all of your regular stitches from your very first row of single crochet. So you're just going to go down into each stitch and put a single crochet. So go ahead and continue to do that, and then on your next corner, let me show you, you're going to work your single crochet, pull you up some so you can see, all the way down across the waistband, all the way down to here. In this corner over here, cats. In this corner over here, you're going to do 3 single crochet, 1 that goes up this way, 1 for that way, and 1 to start this new one. You're going to turn. You're going to do your 2 single crochet in this chain. On this corner, you're going to do your 3, 1 that goes this way, this way, and this way, in the same stitch. You're going to go all the way down, and in this corner right here, in that little hole in the corner, you're going to do 2 single crochet, just like we did over here on this side. And then just single crochet the same way we did on the other side. And then this corner you're going to do 3, just do them in that chain right there, and then end over here. And I'll meet you back at this side. If you have any questions, pop them in the comments below, or you can just rewind this video a little bit and see how we did this side, how we came around here, and how we did the corners. Okay, so I will meet you back here where we started. All right, so to begin working on the ruffles, I'm going to come down. See, this is the end of that double crochet row. I'm going to come right in here. That's the first double crochet row. This is the next one. I'm going to come right in here and just kind of catch right there, not all the way to the edge, but just, you'll see I'm right next to that double crochet. That's where we're going to start. So we're just going to pull our yarn in, leave yourself some tail so you can sew it in later. Okay, and we are going to chain 3. Now we're going to go back into that same space. Let's see if I can, and we're going to do 2 more double crochet right there. Just right back into that same, you're just catching that piece of yarn. Okay, then we're going to go, if you bend it a little bit, it's easier to do. We are going to go into this next one. It's on the other side of this double crochet. So we're going to do 3 double crochets in that same space. Okay, and then we're going to scoot that double crochet over, and right here in this next space we're going to do another 3 double crochet. Now, like I said, on the other one that I showed you, I did 4 because I wanted it to be super ruffly. If you don't want that and you want just kind of a little bit of a wave or just a little hangover, you can do it like this. Alright, here's our next hole. We're going to do 3 double crochet. And you will get a little bit of a ruffle going. It's not just gonna totally poke out. You'll see how it's starting to kind of dip a little bit. The more you add, the more it dips. So let's go into the next one. And right here. And you're gonna do this all the way down the row. So go on ahead and do that, and I'll meet you at the end of the row. Okay, so here we are at the end of the row, right here in this last little space. We're going to work 3 double crochet. And you don't want to go all the way down. You want to leave your edging that you did open. All right, so at that point, you cut your yarn, pull through. Okay, and this is how this ruffle looks. See, it's cute. It does have some, you know, you just have to kind of shape it a little bit. Compared to, let's compare the two. This one, it has more of the ruffles are just bigger. And this one, they're not quite as big. I think personally, I think I might like this one better. I may just start doing it with the 3 double crochet instead of the 4. Okay, for the next one, you just go down. Let's see, how far did we go down with this one? Yeah, we skipped a row. Okay, so there's your single crochet, there's your double crochet, and right over in here at the bottom of this, you can attach your next row. If you want to go higher and do it, I got my hooks caught. If you want to go higher and do it up here, you can. There's nothing wrong with that. This is your diaper cover. You do it however you want to. But you just repeat the exact same thing that you did before. You go in. Let's see, we'll do it right here. You take your yarn, attach your yarn, oops. Okay, there we go. Let's pull that up. Come on. There we go. And just start working your double crochet. You're going to start out with a chain 3, and then kind of hold that to the back, and then go in and do 2 more or 3 more, depending on which look that you like. I think I like the 3 though. I think I'm going to do this from now on. And then go to the next side of that and grab, get my yarn in my hand, and just go into there. And if you're not sure where to go in, whether you go in underneath it or in the middle, it doesn't matter. Just so long as you're consistent across the row, it's going to look great. So yeah, you just keep doing that. And then let's see how that's going to look. Yeah, see, that's going to set them right on top of each other. And then you can do another row if you want. On this one, I did 3 rows. I think that looks the best. So you can do however many rows you want. So go on ahead and do your ruffles, and I will meet you back here to do the button. So to make the button, you are going to take the same color yarn that you used for your ruffles, and we're going to do a slip knot. And for the button that I do for this that fits really well, we're going to do a chain 4, 2, 3, and 4. And then we are going to slip stitch and connect this chain together in that very first chain that we made. So just doing a slip stitch. And now we're going to work all of our half double crochets in this hole. So for half double crochet, we're going to chain up 2. We're going to yarn over, go through that hole in the middle right there. Grab the yarn, pull through, grab the yarn, and pull through all 3 loops. Okay, that's going to be our first half double crochet. This time we're not counting this chain as a half double crochet. And also you want to do your half double crochets over your tail. That's going to help us to tighten it up at the end. So let's see, that's 1, 2, 3. Make sure to put that tail down. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, we are going to join this to our first single crochet. We're not going to join it to the chain, but to this first single crochet. We're going to join with a slip stitch. All right, now take that tail and pull it, and there you have a button. Now we're going to cut the yarn, and you're going to want to leave a good long tail because we're going to use this to sew the button onto our diaper cover. Now, to position this right on here, the easiest thing to do is just to fold it in half and then look and see where it's folded at and put it right there. And you want to come down and you want to put it on this row of double crochet. So I am going to, before I do that, I'm going to thread this back through here just to get it in the middle. You don't want to pull that too tight, otherwise it'll crinkle up your button. Okay, let's see where we're going to put it at again. Right here. So we'll go right here. And all you're going to do is you're going to just attach it by going in and out. Just any way you want to sew it on is fine. Just make sure that you don't sew it on around this edge because you're going to need that to be able to go through your, fit through the triple crochet right there. So what I like to do is just kind of go in and grab just some of that. So you can see my needle right there. I'm just grabbing a little bit of it and then pulling back through. You want to make sure this is sewn on pretty secure because, you know, it's going to be pulled on a little bit. So I'll just go right here. Make sure I'm not going up too high on that button. I made the mistake one time of sewing all the way around the button and then I couldn't pull a button through. Okay, that feels pretty secure. Now what I'm going to do with this tail is I'm just going to kind of feed it through to the back. And then I've got this pretty close. I'm just going to take that out and tie it off. I'm going to tie it a few times. And just one more time to make sure it's secure. And then we can rethread our yarn, and then we're just going to kind of go back into the front here with it and just hide that tail kind of in between those strands. You don't have to do a super awesome job, just kind of go around it. Just making sure that you can't tell from the front. And then maybe grab another strand. And this time we're going to make sure we come out the back of the button. And then we will trim our yarn right there. Okay, and we're going to do the same thing with this end. There we go. You can just kind of tuck in whatever little strands might be poking up. Then you pull this over and it fits perfectly yet securely around the button. I have my dog outside growling at something. And there you have it. You have an adorable little diaper cover. Now, if you want to do the matching headband, I am going to post a link to this video down below, or it should be over here somewhere in the cards. Thank you so much for watching. I had so much fun making this with you. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit like, and please, please, please hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so that you won't miss any of my videos. Thank you for watching.